And we're back.
Hello. Before we get into what is going on in plot, let's go ahead and welcome my dear friend Tanya. Tanya is a spectacular human. She is a wizardess of the world of teas. She makes magnificent blends, which are, you know how when a friend has like an Etsy shop or a small business, you're like, I have to support my fucking friend who makes terrible jade necklaces. Yeah. And you still throw them like $20 when you have it because they're your friend. Then there's Tanya, who makes kick-ass teas that are legit good, and no one is throwing like sympathy money at because it's just good fucking stuff.
Powered by Tabletop. This is powered by Tabletop.
So I've worked with Tanya on and off of various things. Worked a bit at Sherwood Forest Fair. We have worked in Tales Told in the Dark, doing horror online, which was super fun. And she's been one of the 3 principal characters in the Savage Moon live stream on Sunday nights here at NBC.
Season 2 starts tomorrow.
She's right, and her voice sounds much better when she does that. And here she is. And so really quickly, young Colt here is playing. I love the fact this is a full grown-ass man. And from my perspective, he's like, I've been treating him like he's fucking 13.
It's all right.
The perspective is sometimes wonderful, and sometimes it kind of sucks and is weird. But Colt is playing a lizard folk rogue named Gex. Over to my direct left, you know him as my brother Brian. He is playing Grundir, who is a dwarf wizard, which turns out meaning you have an enormous fucking book you can use as a shield, and you have armor and whack people with warhammers. So you're literally not our father's wizard.
No.
Okay. And over at the end there, you will see. I think you know Emily, and if you don't,
I know everyone at the table. I know everyone at the table.
Beautiful. So Emily is playing a Harangon, so a bunny person barbarian with a 19 fucking strength. So the most powerful. I can't picture a more mighty thigh than a 19 strength bunny person thigh. Talk about opening pickle jars, right? Those have to be those things would like crunch cars.
The mightiest of few.
And then finally, last but not least, would be Gwyleth, who is played by the lovely Kit. And Gwyleth is a wood elven cleric. And also is not a sit back and just do spells. We'll get in there and mix it up. So as we've described now several times, sometimes we comment on the big amnesia board. There have been various Maddoxi or Mad-Eye.
Matapodes.
Because effectively you are the remnants. A party went into a dungeon. There was a big magical mishap. One person came out who seems to have the shattered remnants of all of the party members in their whacked out head somewhere. So from time to time, you swap personalities. So as this version of Maddox, you're used to occasionally waking up, and God knows where you are or how you got there, and you have to adjust relatively quickly. This is your life.
This is your life.
Yeah. I would picture it also.
Sorry, there were literally no really old people watching her there.
Oh, that was beautiful.
3 of us were. And Todd was catching everything.
Good.
Oh, I think he's eternally 34, right? Handsome motherfucker.
Son of a bitch.
So you look around, and you are currently in a tavern. You're in a tavern bedroom, and you are in a room with let's just start with this scene, because this is going to be a thing.
This is going to be good.
So you're in a bed, your pants are off, but your mask is on, and there is a tall, handsome, aristocratic gentleman who is equally pantsless, but had like a flowy nightshirt with the long sleeves, and has gotten out of bed. So currently you are face to tackle with his wedding tackle, because you're in the bed and he's standing, and he's brandishing a rapier that's been silvered. And as far as you can tell, he's brandishing it at nothing because there's no one but the two of you in the room. And he's not pointed at you. He doesn't seem to be attacking you or anything. He's pointed as though there was something you were fighting. He looks...
Is it like behind me or like beside me? Where does the trajectory of said weapon?
He's next to you in the bed. The headboard will be against the wall. So he's kind of pointed at the window, like the back end of the front end of the room. So he's at your side.
Okay.
He looks winded, and you feel winded. So as far as you can tell, you're playing the plague doctor and the postman.
All right, excellent. I just reach out and I put a finger on his lips. And I say, "Où je suis? Où je suis?"
Pardon?
Ah, wait, okay. Yes, I can speak this too. Where am I? Short answers, please. It's always very complicated. If you could just keep it simple. Where am I?
So he begins to tear up. Just because I apologize doesn't mean I'm sorry it happened.
Okay, I see what happened here. It's okay. We are all friends in this body, no? Okay. So
He's
I
staring
hope
at you
you had a
like...
very good time. But it is over now. So thank you very much. Just answer the question. Where am I? Je suis mad ducks. Like mad ducks. Trust me, it makes sense the longer you know me.
You're in the Slaughtered Lamb Tavern?
Oh, well, these names are getting more and more creative every time. Okay, that's wonderful. And who are you? Okay,
My dear,
have we
my
known
dear
each
sir,
other long?
not long, but well.
Okay, this is fine. This is fine. It's all in a night, no? Okay.
This may not be.
Are
this
we
may
with
not be.
other people, or is it just us right now?
I mean, I haven't intended. I told you of
haven't.
this.
That's fine. This is fine. Where I am from, everybody hasn't intended, no? This is nothing. Okay, so
But mine is a vampire.
Okay, I mean, everybody has something they're interested in, no? Okay, we don't kink shame.
I was not. I mean. So he gives you a very Brad Majors 2 reels in look. I didn't think I could. I didn't think I was. My good sir. You don't recall me?
First of all, there's a lot of assumptions going on here. Okay, so
He looks down.
no.
I think we are past the point of assumptions.
Okay, I'm sure it was lovely. I'm sure was very lovely. Wait, I'm sure this will be a very memorable night. Can you? I probably do not have long here, and I would like to get dressed.
I can retrieve your pantaloons. One moment.
I retrieve them. It's okay.
Oh, all right. Are you all right? You seem different.
I'm perfectly okay. Are you okay?
No.
No. Oh, I'm so sorry. Wait, was it not a fun time for you? I'll leave a little message on our memo board.
Was it not a fun time for you? Yeah. I mean, it was. You revealed me to be something other than I assumed that I was.
Are you? Okay, I look at you and I say, "Oh, he's a big, strapping human male."
We? We.
Excellent! Then you are exactly as you see yourself. Okay, now bye-bye.
Meanwhile, the rest of you have all gone to check on Lom.
Okay.
I take care of them, yes.
So, Lom can be brought around,
Oh, thank goodness.
but you're pretty sure, like what happened before, he is cursed.
Come on, big guy.
Well, luckily I've had my 4 hours of rest.
And
I
he's-
can take care of
He's
that.
very pale.
All right.
I think technically, even though you need the 4 hours to rest for your spells to come back, you still need.
I don't think so.
It's one of the many ways D&D 5 is vague. Because the
Oh.
description of long rest says, doesn't make exceptions about the amount of sleep you get, which is what the elf has,
But the elf thing
Is
says
just
that
about
the
sleep.
4 hours counts as
as 8 hours of sleep, not a long
Of
rest.
sleep. Right.
Which is, I think
And I
that
think the last time I went down the road of EN World and all of that shit, it was a incantation point.
basically
where
you
designers
still
waved in.
need the 8 hours of downtime. You just only need 4 hours of that to be
To have
actual
sleep.
sleep.
Okay.
Whereas a human needs at least 6 of them.
Because this is effectively a one-shot, possibly a two-shot because of my horrendous over-designing. And by the way, to anyone listening,
It's all right.
all the game we've played was 1/6 of the game I designed.
And we're halfway through.
1/6.
Hey, Mike, this is my surprise face.
I was so nice to you earlier. Yeah, okay, fair.
Shall I go ahead and
I think
shall
there's
I
a
wait?
point in your life where you go, I'm just tired of fighting you just become your own caricature, right? Like I don't think it bothers me anymore. So I'm going to say let's make it the 6, which means a little more sleep and you'll be good.
Okay. No worries.
When in
Now you
doubt,
don't have your spells back.
split
the.
the. You do because you had the time.
Split the difference, not the party.
Split the.
A little bit more.
It won't
and
matter. By the time you leave, it's going to be fine. You just can't do it right now.
No.
Okay.
So he looks very pale. If Gex has made any kind of connection,
Yeah.
the poor boy doesn't look well. Like he's an older man, but he's obviously pretty much innocent.
Okay.
Like that was basically she managed to charm him, and just was drawing blood.
Gotcha. I'm gonna give him back some of the cakes I took from him.
Aww,
Yeah. See
I'm
if he's
going to
feeling a little bit
stay
better.
in the room with Lum.
you're all
the
there.
rest
And
of
at
the
this
time.
point, Maddox walks in, with a smile on her face, with a very different bearing. Each one has had a very different bearing, right? Like the one word, like
Yes.
the whole like confrontationally sassy thing appears to be gone.
Yeah, it would be around that time that I might have gone, wait a minute, where's Maddox? Because we had intentionally planned on not leaving Maddox alone in a room.
Yup. And Maddox enters the room.
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, hey,
what's up,
Maddox.
Maddox?
Hey, buddy.
Wait, why are you walking differently?
Hello.
Kid.
Did you
I had another brain thing.
Oh.
Okay.
Do we
So
know each
you're-
other now? I assume we know each other now.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
You,
Your
you,
brain is a smash bug.
you are now the 4th Maddox that we've met.
Hi.
Oh my goodness, how long have we known each other?
A while at
This is
this
a good
point.
question.
6 hours.
Oh, we
Maybe.
must be
No.
we must be having
it's been a
quite the days then if there's been this many of
yeah.
us. Okay.
Okay. Come on, have a seat.
I am
We're walking
Maddox. You
Hello,
know
Maddox.
We know.
Okay,
Yeah.
and the
This is-
oh my goodness, I'm sorry.
This
Are
is
you a wizard?
Mimsy, Banya. Again.
I am.
Oh my goodness, you are a rabbit. That is amazing.
In it? I'm not entirely, but that's yeah, I'm a rabbit.
What? Okay. Oh, all right.
I am like almost fully a lizard. You can just think
She's
that.
the
That's
fighter.
okay.
All right. Okay. Everybody.
Yeah,
That's Bex.
If you need to tell me which parts are which for any reasons later, we sort that out then.
You'll
No
see.
worries. Yep.
All right.
We're good.
And
I'm Gwyl Willith. I'm the cleric.
there we go. Well, at least we have one.
I
Last
know,
party,
right?
not so much. Yeah, it's fine. And this one?
I'm the wizard, as you can tell by my hat.
Did your mother give you a name?
Grundir.
Oh, your
Grundir
father
was
gave
mine.
you a name. Okay.
Well,
Fair cop.
Well, it's very nice to meet you. What are we doing?
So, first of all, you should know that you and I are really good friends.
Okay.
Yeah, just
I've
like...
never had a lizard as a best friend. I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool for both of us. So basically, we're looking for an amulet. The name of it is the Squared Circle, I think.
Yes.
But we're currently
Does it
not
sound
on-
familiar to me?
No?
All right.
So
Okay, a
basically,
square circle.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What we're
Have
trying to do.
I'm just going to ask a quick question.
Shoot.
Is everybody here has heard of a fool's errand? No?
Yes.
Someone sent you to find a square circle, no?
No. So this is
Right.
an actual for real amulet
Started by Snipes.
that
Right.
is supposed to be able to seal off the dimension so that no more hell mouths open up and the apocalypse stops.
Wow, I have missed a lot since I was away. Okay.
Uh-huh. The problem is that the last person who had it was a plane strider. So now we're having to track down this. Oh God, what was the name again?
Start with an X, I think. Yeah.
Zerbrex, thank you. Zerbrex the plane strider, who everyone thought was dead or possibly transformed into some sort of interdimensional being. We don't know what was going on with
Wait,
it.
I follow. Okay, so we will look for the plane strider with the circle square necklace. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we bring that back over to White Plume.
I'm sorry.
Everything's fine.
Why are we going to wipe them?
We're in White Plume.
Or that is
we are
where we
in?
started. That's where we started the journey.
You're from White Plume, I think.
That is the plane of existence that we all came from.
Right?
Where you suffered your accident
Yes.
that resulted in your
Unfortunately,
mental
Bug squish.
Bug scrambling.
issues and your scars.
Wait, okay. My scars.
Oh,
Huh.
I'm sorry. You haven't looked at a mirror lately.
Oh dear.
What's mirror? No, I literally got here like 6 minutes ago.
You are not gonna like this. There's a mirror over there.
Oh,
If you-
is this the mask thing? No, these I'm
it's
familiar with. Wait, no,
underneath
this is
the mask,
fine.
yeah.
I thought you
That's
meant I had gotten stabbed or something.
No new ones. No
Huh.
new ones
No.
that I'm aware of.
But you had an episode, a magical explosion or backfire or something happened.
Oh no,
some
I
years
met
ago.
him. I met him already. We have parted ways. No, the magical
Oh.
explosion. He has gone back to his vampire, I guess. So that's already happened. No, I'm. I know.
Wait. Oh God.
Where's he?
Where's Harker?
The door opens and Harker comes in,
Oh,
looking
Oh, thank
Oh
God.
no,
Embarrassed?
he didn't go back. Apparently, he's still here.
No. Harker is gonna come with us to the mansion on the haunted hill that apparently is housing both a vampire and some sort of weird alchemist sage guy who likes to make flesh golems.
Or, maybe they're the same
No,
person.
you sound sparkly gross. Okay. Oh, that sounds like not a lot of fun. But I suppose if it's what we're going to do, we're going to do. Okay, let's go.
Well, we're in a different dimension right now. It's kind of
Wait,
what
I
we're
got
doing.
that. Wait, and I guess the only way to go home is to find the circle square necklace
So he-
from the plane with Walker. Got it.
as you're talking. Harker kind of pulls Grundy a little bit aside. Your
Yeah.
friend seems very different.
oh.
Are they okay?
Well, depends on your definition of okay. Their mind changes from time to time.
Oh God.
Sorry you had to. We had a plan for that not to happen, and then Maddox just kind of left on his own, her own, its own, their own.
All right.
So far, all the ones I've met seemed pretty decent people, I think. So I wouldn't worry, but It could change again. This happens like, I don't know, every couple of hours it seems to kick in.
He mutters, "Oh God, what have I done?"
I don't know, I wasn't there, pal. But we do need to go to the Haunted Manor soon.
I love that very much like D&D memification worldwide. It happened because the fucking bard rolled a 21. Because it was not going to happen without a roll like that.
Yeah.
May drop to 21 on a nat
I was
21 die.
watching.
Okay.
I was watching.
Like, what are the odds? And Brian can tell you the actual odds, but they're not good. All right, so you pass the night. Your spells come back.
Is Laird
Oh, thank
okay?
goodness.
And by morning comes,
Okay,
he's sleeping in the morning, looking fitful, but she can cure disease.
Safe.
Remove curse.
Right.
Here we go.
You use the right spell, and you do it successfully. That will prevent him from being affected and changing.
Oh, thank God.
Maybe it would have been cool to have Laird be a vampire.
I mean, he'd have to be bat.
hit you.
Like,
I was
He'd be-
thinking about getting bit myself, It's kind of up my alley.
so who is the guy who played in Harry Potter? He played the rat.
Peter Pettigrew.
Yeah, who's
Took
the
a few
actor who
off.
played Peter Pettigrew?
I have no idea. I can look it up.
So I think that's the actor that played Lom. But I think if he became a vampire, he'd turn into Matt Berry. Like, vampiring him would turn him. It would Matt Berryfy him. All right. So you all get into. There is a carriage. It's quite nice. It's Harker's. Lama's driver, and you pack in, and you're on your way. He knows what way you're going. And while you're on your way, he will ask you, Harker will, so you are not going to the house on the haunted hill for the same reasons I am, correct?
That is correct.
She isn't our beloved.
Right, but your business isn't.
Are we going to meet your betrothed?
You did.
Oh.
You stabbed her and cast
no.
spells at her.
Oh no, she
She was. She was the one that came to my room.
I'm so sorry.
It doesn't mean she can't be saved, but it does mean her master needs to be undone. It's my goal. But you said your goal was about the stranger.
We can
Yes, the stranger.
Yeah.
we are trying to find
Stranger.
something called the Amulet of the Squared Circle,
Do you know what that is?
which is
You know that sounds like a fake thing, right?
yes, I know. I
Alright.
promise it is real. It is
You're literally
owned
like,
by
we need a square
Zebras,
circle and we're going to the haunted
Planestrider.
mansion.
We are going to go find out if the stranger is Zebrix the Planestrider or knows where he is.
Well, the legends that I researched about the place do suggest that the Count and the stranger are two different people,
Okay.
and that none of these monstrosities that afflict the countryside were present under the Count. The Count's horrors were directly related to the blood he took from the common folk.
And the plague and the killing
Right,
of the girls.
and how that seems to have prolonged his life.
I have no problem with murdering him.
The experimentation seems to have been this stranger, this traveler.
If we need to, we can murder him too.
All right.
Well, if these are now indeed vampires you're dealing with, I'm no expert, but I'm thinking we go during the day.
Oh yeah.
We could get close and camp, or given my noblesse oblige, which I'm sure. I love having somebody better at languages on stream, because if I mispronounce anything, Tanya's going to get me.
That was excellent French. Very good one.
Thank you. She's so very nice about the few times I get it right. But he says I can basically ask like a local farm to put us up, and they are obliged to do so. So we can do that, and then wait for morning, and head out immediately after.
So how far away is
dawnbreak.
this place?
It is most of a day. We will arrive mid-afternoon, but if you're concerned about the timing, we probably want to get.
Let's go.
Well, is there any way to make haste and get there?
We can absolutely do a Hammer Films mad carriage driver.
Yes, because the reason is because if we have to bed down for another night, we probably will suffer another round of vampire attacks.
I agree.
Lom, you heard the man.
If we can get to them before sundown.
Oh, it's already swept past you and gotten to them.
There we go.
Ha! Like, we know the series of shots, because literally some of the shots were reused in some of the early Hammer films.
It's always the
like,
same,
you know, cut to the wheels, cut to the turn on the embankment, cut to the flared nostrils of the horses, cut back to the driver with the wild eyes. Like, I think we've seen that scene over and over and over again, right?
So Maddox has a tendency to, like, if they're not engaged in the conversation, particularly, like, hum to themselves. And it seems to sort of just weirdly fit whatever kind of the mood is, like, at the moment. So there's sort
I like
of,
that.
like, weird chase music.
Oh, I love this. I like this.
The more I learn about psychiatry and therapy, the more it's like, that sounds like a subliminal association that you're not really engaging, but you're engaging by not engaging. And I bet Maddox is on the spectrum.
Oh, is Maddox ever on the spectrum?
Oh, and of course,
There's a lot going on.
another person can back me up on this.
Let's not into semantics here.
I love, well, yeah,
I
but
think
you know
Maddox
what?
probably has a lot of coping mechanisms because Maddox is, like, I'm not going to know
Maddox
these
is-
people in God knows how long, so...
I think the fact that
I
Emily
also
didn't call me on that
like-
means I was close.
I
The whole deeply traumatic events, I think, probably have something to do with that too.
Yeah. All right.
Trauma,
so off you
trauma
off you ride.
reactions can look very similar to autism.
And we are going to crossfade
Sick.
to arriving at the very archetypical manor house on the hill. When you arrived, it was like, you know, it was threatening cloud cover. It's become like it's going to storm soon, like very dark clouds. There's lightning in the distance.
Well, this is typical.
It's absolutely what you'd expect.
I'm just going to be the one to talk about the elephants in the room. No, literally everything about this is so, like, do you feel like you're in the, like, somebody's epic tale? Because it's very,
Honestly,
I was gonna
Maddox, that's a little too meta for me to understand.
is
I
okay.
don't. I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying, you're looking for a square circle with, and you have to go to see a vampire in a very creepy house on a hill when it's like a dark storm. It was a dark and stormy night.
It feels as though something. Yeah, there's something predetermined about this all. But let's go in and kill some things anyway.
Mom looks back over. How close do you want me to get? Right up to the door or over to the side by the stables?
Is it still daytime?
Yeah, it is like early afternoon. Because you basically said, fucking hit it.
Well,
I
then
think
maybe
in
to
stables.
the doorstep, then I don't think we need to worry about a stealthy approach.
No? So and there is like a fountain out front, and it's got kind of the roundabout, like for people to arrive, like Great Gatsby dinner party style
Of
layout.
course.
With over to the side would be servants' quarters, stables, things like that.
Oh,
So
definitely.
the big
wanna
building
let
has the roundabout where you can pull up very easily. And you all get out. Lom says, will you forgive me if I stay and watch the horse and carriage?
Please do.
I believe I've had enough of this adventuring for the time being.
Go for it, Long. Think about the stealing stuff I talked to you about.
Do not think about this. No.
I'll pray for you.
Enchanted evening.
I mean, it doesn't
Max,
really help much,
hey.
but I've been praying for this asshole every damn day.
Everyone gets up, and he takes the thing not to the stables, but around the side, so he's nearby in case you have to leave. And there is big set of like extra tall drama doors.
Yeah, let's
Drama
go.
doors.
Wait, you there? Well, somebody. Maybe we should see if there's something to bite us in the doors, like a trap or something.
You want to check it out with me, Maddox?
Okay, I probably can do this.
Sweet.
All right, so go ahead and roll an advantage because Maddox is helping you.
Sick.
That's going to be a perception roll.
Perception. Ooh, I'm good at that.
You are indeed.
Oh, that's Wu-Tang 20.
Wu-Tang 20.
Wu-Tang 20.
Alright.
26.
Yeah, show her the die.
Yes.
It's fucked up.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Colt is the young, dirty bastard of gaming.
Exactly.
All right, so you check. It has a lock and a lock plate
Okay.
at proper height, even though the door is like kind of double normal size. But that's shit. We have that here in Austin. It's like show-offy money doors,
Okay.
but everything's at the right. So it looks in the door a little weird because it's really low.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at it with a rogue's eyes, it doesn't look like that rock is used very much. Your guess is probably the inside has a bar if it's ever used, and no one actually like locks these doors. So there's no one's tried to pick them because they're not there's no scratching. It just doesn't look to you like it's used very much.
Okay. I mean, it looks like a door, Maddox. That's kind of what we got here, I think. Maybe we should go back and talk
So
to
we
people.
can just open it?
I mean, there doesn't seem to be traps that we...
There are big door knockers.
Unless you're concerned about magic, if the count is asleep during the day, as many vampires tend to be, there may be spells protecting the threshold to prevent unwanted guests.
I don't think I'm capable of knowing
I
that.
can tell.
You should do that.
I have no idea.
If you can tell easily enough, I can do a 10-minute ritual.
I'll just think about it and phase stuff. Alright?
Alrighty.
So Glee Mimsy just sits for a minute. You see her ears twitching a little bit, and you notice her nose wiggling.
So what's happening?
Magic awareness.
Fantastic.
Okay, the door has a spell on it.
Well, this thing's got some mojo on it.
Okay.
You need to identify to figure out what it is, but it
So
definitely
I
has
don't
a spell
touch
on
it.
No touchy. Yeah.
Well, I think I think it's relatively safe to assume that it's harmful magic, or at least a way to lock the door or stop people from entering. So I will just go ahead and try to dispel it.
Do
Okay.
we want to try going in through a window instead,
That's
so
a great
that
idea.
it being dispelled doesn't set off any sort of alarm?
Well, there's a few ways to look at that. Is the magic on the door itself? Lucency?
The magic seems to be on the doors, as opposed to like the whole building or something.
Maybe you could go in through a window or something.
I guess, let's look for another... is there another entrance
Okay,
that's
so there's
nearby?
nothing at ground level,
Okay.
except there is a back. There is a back door. There's a stable door. So how long does your detection effect work?
Within 60 feet.
How long?
How long? I just know it's
So
an
it's
action.
instant. And how many times per day can you do that?
3.
Okay. You could, in theory, do it on the other two doors.
To see if they have...
See if it was detect magic, you could walk around and the spell would still be off. Given your thing, you could do 1, 2, 3 and check all 3.
Yeah.
So the bunny does.
Yes.
Her ears twitch adorably in front of each door. They're all... And they kind of smell the same. You're pretty sure whatever that is, it's the same thing on all 3.
This is all very similar mojo.
They all smell like turnips.
Ew.
Magically
Ew.
speaking.
Very rooty.
Right.
Alright, window it is.
I won't sing it again. It's funny.
So on the first level, other than the doors,
I could do that one.
the windows are all narrow, and they're the kind that are almost like slits in a castle,
Okay.
and
Like
have
the ones on the floor. Oh,
right that have like stained glass in the
I'm
slit.
glad you're excited about climbing a second-story window.
Well, I think that
I ain't doing it.
that was very close to Matt Berry. I ain't
I
doing it.
ain't doing it. I'm gonna go have a drink.
this is why we have a rope.
Can we open it?
I ain't climbing a rope,
We don't
neither.
all have to go through the
No,
window.
no,
We can
you
probably-
just hold on to the rope and we
Oh
can
no,
pull you
that's
up.
very undignified. I have a fly spell.
Oh, sweet.
Sure, that'll
So,
work.
It's a little lower level than Dimension Door, and it's just as useful in such a situation.
and also, his dispel magic might also just open the damn
But
door.
we don't know if it's going to set
Right.
off an alarm or something.
Well, dispel magic, if it's a ward, it would stop it
right.
because that's the point of the spell. Like it would. So you're pretty sure
I would
that
mention that. If
dispel
if I
magic
dispel
will not
a
make
door,
it worse.
Okay then.
It would get rid of an alarm if there was one. But if I fail, I fail. But I would know if I fail, right? Like I would be aware.
Yes,
so I
you
can
would.
try
If
that.
nothing else, the smell would whatever the rabbit smells would still
Yeah.
be there.
I think it's only smells like vegetables to the rabbit.
So
If you think it'll work,
Go
we'll
for
do it.
Front door, back door, servant, stable door.
Probably
Servant
servant door.
One, the back door effectively would, in a manor house, be kind of out to the garden in back.
we ideally, again, if we're dealing in vampire traditions, his resting place might well be in the basement.
It probably is.
And
So,
perhaps the
servants.
short way to the basement might be through the servants' quarters because they usually have access to the larder, as you say, the
Zip
below-ground
bowels.
food storage. The bowels of the fortress. So I will go around back, servants' quarters doors, cast the dispel magic there and see if it works.
Sorry, I'm distracted because now I want my ringtone for my phone to be Tanya saying "the bowels." I think Tanya's calling.
Wow.
Excuse
So
me,
you make
sir.
Sort of a roll on this, I guess.
Roll for what?
The DC equals 10 plus.
No,
the
if
spelling
it's 3, you
level.
don't roll shit.
Okay,
So, which door did you want?
the servants' entrance.
Okay. It was at least third level or the equivalent of third level because
Right.
it just snaps.
Okay. Boom. It's dispelled. Door is clear, unless it has a trap or something.
You can still climb through the window if you really
No,
want
no,
to.
no.
I'll go with. I would also like to climb through the window. Is what I'm saying.
Harker is with you. Harker is with you, by the way,
Okay.
because he has business. He has his silver rapier.
Yeah,
He still is trying real hard not to look at Maddox.
he has business.
He's dealing with some stuff.
Aren't we all?
All right. Yeah, but not yesterday. So, do you check the door?
Yes.
Make a perception roll at advantage because I'm assuming Maddox would help.
I am very good at that.
Very excited
You know what?
for this.
What you all can't see that I'm excited about is Colt set this up as though it was a studio. So he's got boards and
There's a lot
panels
going on over
and
here.
shit that lights up. It's spectacular over here.
Oh, yeah.
It's very Death Star Bridge feeling to me. But
Give the Star Trek Next Generation vibe.
and all for our silliness.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have a great time. This is
Yeah,
fun.
for the kids.
Yeah, for the kids. That was a dirty 24 for the kids.
You know, the kid.
I would prefer you use different phrasing than a dirty 24 for the
Just
kids.
say it, 24.
If it's all the same to you. That tells you that it's locked, not trapped. And your
Okay.
guess is probably a pretty easy. Like, the servants probably have their own key.
Okay, I am proficient in lockpicking. So.
No need to roll. You're 8th level. This is an easy one. Chicka chicka. But the lockpicking lawyer, if you use my tool, which is available on my website, you just have to cold break this for 13 seconds and you're in.
On the bump key.
It's a
On
pump.
the
You watch that
line.
shit too, huh?
Key.
I have hundreds of hours of lockpicking lawyer uselessness in my head. But you probably break the simple lock and
Yes.
it opens.
Sweet.
So this would be in through what would be
That
in a
was
manor
very
house.
well done. I just wanted you to know. Okay.
Thank you, best friend.
So this is almost like a foyer for the servants area, like adjacent to the kitchen, where people bringing things you'd unload. So it's just a little kind of empty room. And the rest of the manor house seems quiet.
All right, I'm assuming everybody came in at the same time. Sweet.
Yeah.
Harker has his hand on
Right
his
behind
sword.
you.
Sweet.
Okay, where are we going now?
Can I just make like a general perception roll when I walk in the room?
Don't know perception. Nothing to perceive.
Oh, cool.
You're good.
I crack open my giant shield-shaped book. Oh, Spirit of Bishop, come forth and aid us as we quest to
so
find this sleeping
A
vampire.
translucent, looking almost like a hologram of the head of
Lance Henriksen.
Lance Henriksen appears. It says, quietly, because he gets it, "What can I do for you, master?"
We're looking for a downward staircase somewhere in this creepy mansion.
And he concentrates and fades a little, so he's more translucent. Can't manage full invisibility.
Yeah, and you can't go through solid objects either. I
No.
checked.
I
But you can go through people.
know. What do you mean you checked? I was the head that hit all those door frames.
You never know until you try. That's what as a scholar, that's what I say. You never know until you try.
And before he moves, he literally tilts forward again, So it's like having a jet attached to his neck. So you just got and he starts looking around.
He's looking for stairs to just help us speed this up, since I know the hours of daylight are running out.
I assume
Mike's-
the head is also our friend.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Gex?
With the robe of eyes specifically, I'm able to hear like creatures moving around.
You hear someone approaching.
Okay, cool.
Someone approaching.
Hey guys, someone's coming.
What? Wait, wait,
Right,
wait.
right there.
Are we hiding?
Oh,
So
like we can see them.
there is a
Oh.
menial dressed as a menial, so dressed like someone who works in an aristocratic household.
Okay.
His stuff is a little dusty though. Older man, starting to go balding. His hair is like kind of long and loose, and he has a little bit of a hunchback.
Bonjour.
Of course he does.
Of course he does.
Hello.
See, this is what
I-
they say. Bonjour.
I don't think you are expected.
Oh,
Not exactly, no.
No one ever
Do you work
expects
for the
me, I'll
count
be
or for the
honest.
stranger?
Can I help you?
Wait,
yeah. So
the count
we're,
or the stranger?
Who do you work for, the count or the stranger?
I have been in the employ of the Count for these many years.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
how's that been?
He is
Is the good benefits? No?
generous in many ways.
Oh,
Does he have any signs of neck injuries, or is his clothing all very...
He's wearing like a frill, which is like a little wrong for the rest of his outfit. It's like you kind of went, let's put on a turtleneck. So it very much looks like he's covering something because it does not match at all.
Okay.
But he's got a frill collar on. Shall I announce you?
Oh, we'd rather not.
So you intend shenanigans?
Well, when you
With
put it
the
that
other
way, that
fella.
sounds fun.
Are we in
The master's guest departed
Oh, great.
Oh,
is
3
this,
years 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Oh, man.
well, we'll
But he
never
left
get
his
up.
creations behind?
He was engaged in experimentation.
Yeah, so we heard.
I mean, aren't we all? Okay, we need to move past this, okay?
And at this point,
Everybody has sex. It's all right. Moving on.
Gex,
Not now.
the robe of eyes
Yeah.
perceives someone else approaching.
All right.
Your robe has
They have-
eyes all over it.
Where?
His robe has eyes all
It's
over
pretty
it.
cool.
Am I
And-
magnifique?
And
Yeah.
Gex,
Did the-
the tread is heavy. Someone very large.
Gotcha. Hey.
Did the doctor say where he was going by any chance?
Let's maybe we can move this conversation to outside. Maybe.
It
Oh,
was
in the
not
garden.
mine to know. I am a servant here.
Do you,
Servants know everything.
Servants do know everything.
Perhaps.
Did my floating head find anything?
oh, good.
You'll probably hear telepathically. You know the sound the animated typewriter made on Sesame Street?
Yes.
Wow.
That's the sound he makes telepathically when he's flying.
Okay.
So you hear him. Squeak, squeak, squeak. He, I believe, he has just because you hit the bit about service dog everything kind of landed with him, and he says, I believe he was satisfied with the results of the experiments.
I have a question. I am new here. Well, I'm old here. Well, you know what? We'll skip all that. Okay, so could someone fill me in perhaps on what the experiments are supposed to have been?
Flesh golems.
Oh,
Like,
excellent.
at the door.
People constructs. Okay.
Is a man standing where the servant was. He's come in now. He also has patchwork skin, but it's better made, and it's beginning to heal a little. And he has a wig on, and is dressed like a person of substance. So it's a deluxe Frankenstein in noble costume.
I'm going to quietly suggest to our group that we let Hayden go talk to this guy first.
Hello, who are these? They haven't given names, Master.
Oh, bonjour, bonjour, I'm still sorry. They call me Maddox. Like Mad
Greetings.
Ducks, trust me. It's
Greetings, Mad Ducks.
It
Yes.
makes sense the longer you've known them.
And I am Blue Nimsy.
Of course you are.
Will Willith, priest of Connell, delighted to meet you.
He says in Elven, strange to see you here.
Oh, hello.
And in Dwarven, hello, mighty cousin.
Hello.
Well, this is
oh my
different.
goodness,
This is
he's like
wonderful.
me.
I understand that he doesn't say anything in Lizard Man. I understand this may seem strange for someone from this place, but when my guest was with me, he and I traveled a bit, and I met some such as yourselves. I picked up
Clearly.
a sense of the larger world. How can I help you? And at this point, you hear Harker yell, "Die!" And he draws his rapier and runs forward to try to run the guy through.
I would like
Does
to
anyone
try
do
and
it?
stop him.
I'm going to crossbow to the back.
Wait,
of the
no,
head,
no.
if possible.
So we'll start.
I'm working with you. Working with
We'll
you.
start with Maddox. Maddox, make a Dex save, please.
Dex save, and it's just
You get a +4 to everything because Maddox
Everything,
gets a
right?
+4 to everything.
oh, okay.
Because Maddox is
23.
awesome.
The one exception is a +6 to hit. Everything else is a 4.
23.
So will you gently set a hand in his hand, or you just like grab him?
I sort of like grab and swing around, so I'm like actually kind of in front of him. And
In the way?
Yeah, so I'm in the way, but like holding his arms.
Because
Or at
it's
least one of
you, he will not turn that into a wrestling match. He allows himself to be stopped short. The master of the house takes 2 steps back with kind of a warding. He doesn't like move for a weapon or anything. He just kind of like does. This is universal for I don't want to have this fight. He kind of just backs up a little bit. The servant steps in front of him. Maddox asks, Harker asks Maddox, this is why we're here.
Well, I understand that they are here for another reason. I'm just here for the kicks, because what do I know? And I understand that you have how does you say, a beef to pick, something like that. Anyway,
Yes, I have many beefs to pick.
so if maybe you wait, you say until
You are
they
stopping
finish
me
what
from
they are
picking
doing.
my beef.
Well, I tell you what, I will help you pick the beef after these people get their answers. Okay, everybody can be how do you say, satisfied? No.
Is there any light coming into this place from outside?
A little. So there are curtains in some of the windows. So the room has some sunlight in it. It's obviously not midday, but it... So there is light in the room, but he's not like standing in a sunbeam or anything.
Because he don't. I mean,
He don't look like a normal
He don't look like no
vampire.
vampire to me, but
No, he doesn't.
He could be a vampire Frankenstein, though. I mean, I've seen Stranger Things.
Like,
And
Oh,
also
you
Stranger
see?
Things.
Stranger Way.
Fangs
You've
while
seen
he
Stranger
talks?
Things.
Sorry?
we don't see any fangs while he talks, right?
You've seen a couple, and they intentionally bared them. So you're not sure they always have fangs.
That's a good
Right,
point.
yeah, he-
Okay.
Like, they may have to be like, it's biting time.
Right.
you know.
That's fair. Go game face.
So I ask again,
Forbid my impertinence, are you indeed the Count?
I am.
And we were assuming because he called you master. I want to clarify that.
No, you said your guest. You said your guest.
I am Count Ravenel. I typically, my lord would be appropriate, although in this case, I don't think formality is necessary.
Thank you. We're trying to stop an apocalypse.
That would explain the presence of the Fae
Yes.
and the wizard.
We need a very particular artifact. It is an amulet called the Squared Circle. Last we knew, it was in the possession of Zerbrex, the Planestrider. So we're trying to track him down.
But you're not hunting him, you just need his relic?
Need his relic.
We just need the relic. That's all we need.
So it could potentially be obtained as an agreement, not through, and he looks pointedly at you, not necessarily through violence?
Yes.
Not
That's up to him.
necessarily through violence.
I mean,
I really don't think violence is going to help us out.
I find it to be
very, very helpful
complex,
sometimes.
but very rational person.
so this, you can say that this stranger of which we speak, of whom you've been an acquaintance, is indeed this Zerbrex character?
I've heard that name. Many just simply call him Planestrider. Although I have, in our travels together, heard that there are other Planestriders and he is merely one.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Planestrider is a title.
He came here nearly destroyed. He was disparate. His body and his mind were shattered. He had bandages which covered what remained of his body. He came seeking physical restoration. He had great arcane and scientific knowledge. I had some limited, so for a time, I was in the unaccustomed role of assistant. I worked with him, performed many experiments, and then the shorter hunchback guy says, many some would consider unsavory. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for pointing that out. Huh?
And
Get into it.
he was able to make for me, and he walks over to the window, and he puts his hand in the beam of light. A form that I can use when I'm sleeping. That isn't affected by sunlight.
Ain't that a thing?
He built just such a body for himself to replace the ruin of the body he came here in. It was his goal from the first, and this was my reward.
Well, that makes sense.
It does.
So
It was
you
a fair
would say
exchange.
he has been successful in developing ways of mending bodies and minds?
So Harker is testing your grip. Like, he definitely wants to freak out and attack this guy.
I turn around and just stare at him with my bird beak leather face.
Do an intimidation
That's
check.
unsettling.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a straight check because of the if you're going to go at it with the leather plate mask, like,
It's a 16.
he settles a little and looks a little afraid of you because that's what you wanted. He says, so you know, I've had no need of further experiments. I achieved my goals. He is gone now. There was a time when, I will sadly admit, I posed a threat to this region. There was a terrible plague, and I was desperate, and I used what art I knew to sustain me vitally through the plague. I regret it. It was a long time ago. Yes?
So, this guy.
Points to.
What is his he seems very angry with me.
Well, you know, he had this lady
You
friend,
took his fiance, apparently.
and she got all fangy.
He leans in a little bit. Which one?
Mira.
Shh.
And Harker surges forward again, but Maddox can kind of stop him.
Is this one of those things that you regret?
Do you...
That was not
The
very
man,
long
the
ago.
man has a drawn blade. Is he... There's more for me to share, but I need to know if he is secure.
Maddox, do you want my rope?
Medic.
Maddox is gone.
Actually, it's 5 to 7. 7 o'clock was our bio break. Let's go ahead and take it right now.
Sweet.
One thing that I'm going to want in the back of the players' minds, especially Colt, is I've shared this with the players, but not the stream.
Okay.
All of the adventure we've played thus far is 1/6 of what I had planned for tonight. So, in the back of your heads, do you want to take some other chunk, probably twice because I want to go longer than that, and delay it for a second stream before the end of this period? Because I think it goes to a certain day in November.
I mean, I would absolutely love to.
Yeah.
Okay, also partially to the stream, like, you know, do you want us to just take this to the midway point and go, we'll pick this up, I know how I'm going to resolve today in the 12 hours we have, but I was not expecting that to be a call I was going to have to make. But we've been, not pushing and having fun with it, but that's part of the fucking point.
Sweet, yeah.
So let's go ahead and, you're back now. Although it's almost 7.
Okay.
Let's take our 5-minute bio break. And again, this is, we're still hanging solid. I like the 650 and the way to 1,000. I'd like to see it higher. I would love to try to get closer to our goal. So if anyone is willing or able to contribute to the Extra Life, I believe the link is on the page.
It will be directly below the Twitch channel that you're currently watching. There'll be a link that has the Extra Life logo. It'll take us to our team page, and then you can donate to any team member you'd like.
Perfect.
And inspiration.
Yeah, and it can be for inspiration or for send it towards me, and I'll mess with the group. All good. So 5 minutes, yeah?
Yep, back in 5.
5.
Charge.
2. And we're back.
Welcome back. All right, you were talking to the Count. And he says, do you have this man secured? There is more that I would say to you. And Harker sets his face and looks like he really just wants to lay into this guy.
Harker, either sit down or I will tie you up.
How dare you?
Oh,
Just-
honey, I dare.
Just give them a minute. Let's see how it resolves. Just deep breath.
I'm afraid it will resolve poorly.
But just hold on to that thought until this resolves, and then you can resolve it.
The Count says, the Count was the one that says it will resolve poorly. Okay. He says, I admit that during the plague, I drew blood from sometimes unwilling victims. According to ancient text, I was able to preserve myself. Since then, I have been at times a predator, but since the Planestrider was able to arrange this body for me, my needs are much less. I sleep in a guarded chamber far below this manor, as I'm sure you guessed. As he was able to transfer his consciousness from the ruin he arrived in into the body we created for him, I am able, through a form of meditation, to project myself into this body. Which means I am effectively hibernating all the time. That means I need very little blood. And the blood that I take can be given by the willing. So,
This is a wonderful story, and I thank you so much for sharing your journey with us. But I need you to look in my face right now. look at me, because I need to say something to you, and it may not be pleasant to hear, but I need you to qu'est-ce que say, onboard this information. Okay? In life, sometimes we do things that hurt other people. And though we may feel that we have grown past that and we are no longer hurting them, it does not erase the hurt that we have caused. And the people who you have hurt are under no compulsion to forgive you. So, because you hurt so many people, it is very likely that nice story that you just told us, okay, is not going to be meaningful. Wait, you have to accept that you caused harm. I'm not finished. That you caused harm, and that these people who you hurt may still want to hurt you back, even if you are a much better person now. Wait, you understand? Okay. What did you want to tell them?
And you're done now?
Wait, this is it. Just saying.
I want
just
you
because
to
you're a
hear
better
me.
person now
Look
doesn't
at my
mean you're
face.
off the hook. Okay.
You assume I seek redemption. I do not. I am a monster.
Oh,
What I tell you is, I am less of a threat now. And I hope that that brings less necessity for slaughter to my door. I would prefer
and
to live
I
in
tell
peace.
you that it just might not be the case, and you might just have to, and pardon my use of language here, live with this. No? Okay. What were you going to tell these people? Time is ticking.
GM aside, apparently Maddox is still sassy.
Yeah.
He grimaces and says, simply this, Mira came here by choice.
Use a mirror.
My intended, you lie! I do not lie.
Oh, okay.
She was bored with you, boy.
Oh, okay. Well, who?
She begged for my gifts.
Don't save her. She doesn't want to be saved. You know?
I feel like I'm just stuck between them, and it's like awkward tennis match. Wait, I'm sorry. Is this for our ears? This seems like something between you
No,
two.
this is a them. This is very much.
Okay, can we hold off on the you thing and talk
He
about the them
turns-
thing?
He turns to you.
So the apocalypse that we're trying to
But that is an apocalypse here, right?
correct.
So you just need to... So you know that's not true. You know that someone was opening. I mean, are you intentionally lying, though?
As far as we are
That's
aware,
fine.
it's only an apocalypse for our home plane. Not positive on that.
So I need to
But-
get you out of here.
Preferably to wherever Zach
To wherever
Sandra.
You need to
This,
follow
we
the
can-
plane,
Yeah,
the plane line.
yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, we
Just
could kind of care less what you got going on here with this guy.
You scaly monster!
Listen, man. I've been taking care of your
I
servant for the last while. He's
I
a
would
nice
prefer
guy. I
if
don't
you
know why
would,
he's...
you
His
know,
private
make
chambers
peace, but it's
have
not
remained sealed since he departed. I can send Raph up here with you. Take the silver key, unlock the second master. You sure? He slaps him. Yes,
That was rude.
Whoa,
It-
thank God
it
for.
was- it was expected. And Raph looks up with a smile on his face.
Oh, Raph's into it. It's all
Okay, I see.
My hope
It's
is,
a dynamic.
when he told me he was departing, he went into his chambers and he never came out. Which suggests that the means of his passage to whatever his next step was is still in his room.
okay.
But the monster! You've come here to help destroy the monster and save my love! Take arms!
It looks like the monster's kind of like not doing stuff
we
anymore.
did. I don't remember
No, the
essentially
monster
promising
kinda
to do that, Harker.
Yeah, we're just here with you, man. You're allowed to do whatever
Okay,
you
first
like.
we find your love, then you have an actual conversation with her that is honest.
Let me ask you something. Are you a religious man? Because your servant seems to be.
Of course I am. I'm noble born.
That doesn't mean
okay.
Sure. No offense.
That's interesting
Doctor.
story
That
on this, then.
means shit all.
The Count says, I'm going to calm him. This is not aggressive.
Okay.
I don't wish to hurt him. Is that acceptable to you?
That sounds
Should
great.
we
You
wait
can kill
here
him if you
until
wanted
his
to.
lady friend comes here, and then you can all have a talk amongst
The Count gestures. Harker rolled a 10. Harker goes into like slack-jawed,
Great.
doped out state. He just kind of goes limp.
Beautiful.
Sweet.
There.
Okay.
I saw from the upper window, I saw a carriage.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have my man deliver him to the carriage and take him away?
Oh yeah, his servant is in the carriage waiting. So
Yeah, just don't scare him. He's
I think we're going to be leaving a different way,
Right.
so we don't need the carriage.
That's my hope.
yeah.
Ours
too.
I seem to have no, except in general, I have no issue with you.
Basically, yeah.
All right. So,
Keep trying to
Raph?
act this way so I can be looking at the
all right. So,
next time we'll set the cameras up on that side.
Raph takes Dopey Harker out the servant's door, which you're at.
you
And the
want
Count's going to
to-
go up with you because he takes the key back.
Okay.
Do you
'Cause-
want to convince that asshole that he killed you so that he won't come back?
I have no desire to perform a kindness upon him.
I'm gonna
If
be
he
honest.
returns,
you
I'll-
could kill that guy very easily.
I would
I see in that man that he is easy to kill.
do not.
I believe I will have him speak with his intended.
Ugh.
When I say intended, it was his intention, not hers.
I prefer not to follow
I
this thread any
was
further if that's okay with the rest.
It was her father.
That's a lot of drama right there.
No,
Her-
thank you. We don't need all the filling in. Thank you very much for
No.
trying to
No, it's-
explain
it's-
your Wuthering Heights, but no, we have no room to go to.
It's not good stuff. So that's fine. He takes the key from Raph. Raph leaves with Harker, and he takes you up to the second floor. It's a very nice estate. It's very richly appointed. It's pretty clear he's one of these ancient types that's taken their money and built it over the years. Like everything is. This is Greyhawking terms. By the way, if some of you are bearded toddlers like my friend Colt here, Greyhawking was a term back in the day we used for D&D adventures where you stripped everything out of like every single. You take a dagger because it would resell for 3 copper. So the people that Greyhawked would come with carts and be like, there's 300 gold. They'd be like, fuck you, man, that guy had a suit of leather armor. That's like 20 gold to be leaving on the table.
We're taking doorknobs, sword hinges, anything.
It's like people that would like
it all.
copper pipe strip.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was Greyhawk.
That's
They
a better
go through a
reference for
dungeon.
me.
It's ridiculous. So some of you may not know the term. That's what Greyhawking
Okay.
is. It's ridiculous.
Break.
I just want to
Oh,
say,
no.
because there's a comment, Maddox has no time for anything, any Maddox, because Maddox has little time.
That's true.
That's a
Time
very
is-
good point.
Oh, yeah.
Right, until the next time you go. And something I mentioned when May was playing, or tried, but then in character Maddox was so driven she kind of rode past it, that when they're under stress, I think they change more often.
They changed faster. That's why I said
Yeah.
I said the whole thing. How many of me have you known since we've met?
Yeah.
Basically,
So I think if they're just like hanging out, it could be days, weeks. But if you're on an adventure where you're being attacked and shit, it would
right,
be
then
like
we know it's flipping over.
much more often. Yeah.
Every time you're triggered, man.
All right. So he takes you up to the second floor. If any part of you is a murder hobo-y, you'd be looking at the stuff like, oh man, like the rogue is probably like, every one of those candlesticks is a good 30 gold. It's just there's just stuff here.
Is there like a thing that stands out? Like if I'm looking for like a
So you're probably aware that whatever the count is, perception is probably awesome.
well, may not be as good as my sleight of hand, but we'll see.
Are you going to risk like grabbing
Not yet.
something? Okay.
No, not yet.
yet.
I'm observing. I'm seeing what's there. To
So he unlocks the door to what's obviously
take.
one of the
You're not
main
going to see me
bedrooms.
either.
He opens it up, and it's literally like
I
Kenneth Branagh's Frankenstein. It's a scene we used to make fun of. They had the room that's going to be his laboratory, and then this ridiculous music swell. Like they open doors, it's like empty room. Da-da-da-da-da. So he opens the room, and it is empty except for a freestanding floor-length mirror.
Oh, there's nothing weird about that.
Wait, I just need a moment. Look at me. I still look good.
Says the person covered like head to toe in bandages.
I look good.
Am I taller? I think I'm taller.
So looking through the mirror, you see yourself, but also kind of as a double image. You're looking through a place that has sand. Like it's reflecting
hello.
somewhere else.
Hi. This mirror has a different place in it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, this
It
is
looks-
going to be terrifying.
Like a beach.
Did they
or
count to
desert.
already leave us?
And out of the window, you hear, "My love! No!
Ah.
Ah!
Not my circus.
Not my monkeys." All right. So what do you do?
I suppose we have to go through this mirror.
All right, everyone hold on to the rope this time, please.
All right.
Right, there's
Thank
a rope.
you.
There's a rope.
I warned my floating head that he's going to be desummoned as soon as we step through that mirror. So, did you find anything interesting, floating head?
I found the stairs down.
Looks like we don't need
great.
them.
They seem to be
Tell
magically
Harker.
protected.
Oh no, too late.
Like the doors.
Well,
I presume some kind of warding glyph.
we're going a different way. Magic mirror.
Oh, that figures. Next time you need me to float around pointlessly, remember just to
Mirror,
don't hesitate
mirror
to call
in
on me.
this room. Something rhymes.
So
Take us
there
far away and
is
zoom.
5th edition allows a very simple attunement's a thing. You concentrate for an hour and something happens. So you could attune to the mirror if you liked.
Oh yes.
I'll sit
Oh.
there and like.
So it's like a magic
touch
I'm
mirror?
gonna quiver in
Oh, it
front
is
of the
clearly
mirror
a
for
magic
an hour.
it.
See if we have like a way
On
to
over
like,
it. Mhm.
like choose where we're going. Maybe.
Well, if I spend a good 10 minutes, I can identify and get hopefully some magical details about what the kind of mirror this is before we
That would
step
be
through it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
fantastic.
Or before we try to step through it.
Yes, please.
Doesn't mean you have to be in physical contact with it, though.
Cast the
Maddox
spell.
is doing things like standing in front of it, covering their eyes, and then like opening it to see if like there's a different place. Like when you relook, like turn your back, look, jump to the side, look.
I imagine you'd be able to cause light derangements, like, you'd get a little weird parallaxing, or,
Nice.
you can fuck with it enough to get weird, like, yeah.
Yes.
While the 10 minutes is happening, I'm gonna slide back out the door and grab one of the candlesticks and slide back.
Roll a fate. Roll a fate roll.
A faint
In
roll.
the bag of holding.
The one place where no
Oh,
vampire
you'll have a
ever
bag of
left.
holding. Of course.
I got the bag of holding.
A what roll? Sorry.
It's those 4
A fate.
dice.
Oh,
though.
fate. I thought you said faint. Sorry.
I thought he said that too, but I know it was.
Even.
Okay. The count doesn't seem to notice you,
Sweet.
or is not paying attention. The mirror
Yeah.
is a mirror of travel. It is a portal locked to one dimension. So it's not like a teleport circle. It can't be retuned. It goes somewhere specific. And you do attune to it, and when you're attuned, you can turn it on, and you can walk through it. And once one person's attuned, you can open it, and you can all travel.
Well, I happen to
Right.
have an open attunement slot, so I can do that.
Okay.
We go.
All right. So, Bob, and about 20 minutes into this, the dark-haired young woman arrives, steps up to the count. She's cleaning blood off her lower lip.
Are we seeing this out like out a window?
No, he's with you. He's the count's
Oh,
standing
okay. He's good.
okay.
there. Yeah. Well, the count never left. The count's been with you the whole time.
Oh,
Harker left.
God. Probably would have stolen if I knew that.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, how good his perception
I'm like,
was.
Oh, okay. I thought he left to go outside. Okay, never mind.
No, that was his assistant. He
I
sent the
understand
assistant outside.
Okay, cool.
She says, situation's dealt with, my lord. And he smiles. And at that point, you are attuned to the mirror.
Success. Are we ready?
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
tie each other
yes.
together in case we're unexpectedly
Everyone hold on to the rope.
falling from a great height or something crazy. 'Cause we
Have
don't
you
know.
been through many mirrors? What's with the rope?
This
Okay.
is the first time.
I'm kind of paranoid when it comes to plane hopping.
Everything.
We don't
Yes,
know what's on the other
everything.
side. We don't know if we're going to land in water.
Looks like a
It
desert.
seems to be desert.
It
That could be
does.
misleading. We don't know.
Okay.
Silly, but
Who's going first?
I have a very small brain.
I'll go.
I'll go first. Medic.
Okay, so go ahead and line up your characters again.
I'll switch back over.
Let Max.
Oh.
I'll
let
go
Max
through
first.
last since I'm attuned to the mirror. It might, if it makes a difference.
Sounds good.
Your wisdom is wise.
Otherwise, the last person to go boink.
Your
Ah!
intelligence is smart.
Kind of.
I spent many years studying the mystic arts.
That makes sense to me, order-wise.
Yes.
Maddox, you are
First.
first currently.
Oh,
Trying to do math.
They did yell firsties just a moment before.
Yes. So before bleeded.
That
I know.
is the
I'm
rule.
very excited.
Whoever yells out firsties gets to go.
We're all
So-
tug of
That's the
war
rule.
into this mirror.
That's how the faith folk work it.
Okay. So that's going to be doing a little math here. Just one sec. Oh, that's wrong. Come on, man.
Oh no.
You're technically a mathy guy. That's all that's left in my brain. You're a mathy guy. Okay, there you go. All right. You pass through the mirror. You are very aware, because of the first trip, that you are passing through the ethereal plane. But unlike before, where you kind of had to figure out where you're going and follow the light, it's the magic guides you. So you just go through, but you're pulled through to that light. So it's a very quick trip, but for a minute you're aware that you're passing through the ethereal clouds.
Does anybody see a really big gray cube?
Let's say that you will see that kind of like being on a ride at Disney, like, look, it's a cube, there's a little happy frog.
Did we have a way to contact him? He said no, right?
No.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, none of the spells
They
really work
call
across.
me mad.
And you all appear. You have come out of the water. So wherever you go, you saw through the mirror was sand, but you actually come out in water. So it's like you
wet?
appear and you're under. Well, yeah, it's like you appear under the water and you bob up. It's a little like the landing in Time Bandits.
Okay.
Okay.
And you're in a large cave, and in the cave is a hydra. My notes say, "Oh nose,
Oh
I
no,
need
Sacre Blue!
Sacre blue."
Well,
I
that's
need-
unexpected.
Blue!
Initiative from Gex, please.
Oh shit.
Ooh la la.
Okay. Do I have a choice, or did I already emerge?
Oh yeah, because you're
I can
a
read the
wizard
water.
dude.
Yeah.
You can choose. You're in the damn water. You cannot pop up. You still
Yeah.
have to need initiative.
I can hold my breath for 15 minutes at a time. So
Initiative then.
Damn.
I'm going to
son.
stay in water, and initiative is 13.
Gemimzi. Initiative, please.
Oh, very nice. 23.
Grunde. Initiative, please.
4.
Gwyleth. Initiative, please.
9.
Oh, Maddox. Initiative, please.
She was playing with her rope.
Yes.
Pink shame here.
My what? Plus 2, 6.
All right. So, Gemimzi.
Yes.
Look! There is a big, monstrous, hostile-looking Hydra.
How far?
28 feet from the pool.
Wow.
All right, and we're still in the pool.
Yep.
All right, I am. Can I get out of the pool somewhere that is?
Yes,
further away?
we'll take a full action
Okay,
to
I'm
climb out of the pool.
gonna climb out of the pool as far away from the
Okay.
Hydra as possible.
There is some room for that, for sure.
Right.
So you're going to try to back up, hoping to make it close with you to fight.
Wait, I guess the further question might be implied of, Can we see a way out of here? Is it blocking
Yep,
the way out of here?
there is a way out of here, yes.
Okay. Cool.
Is it blocking the way out of here?
Not really.
Let's try and get out and engage, because that's a really big thing.
Are you going to run?
I would definitely hop my butt out of there.
You are going to run in full view of the ancestors?
Oh, well,
Well, sucks to be you. That sounds like a you problem.
I say only because you're the first one up, and you're like, run! And probably part of your brain's like, huh. So do you run, or do you...
it hasn't. It's not. Is it looking like it's going to attack us? Is it? seeing
Yes.
us? Oh, well, screw that. Let's then get out and ready for.
Okay. So you get up and you ready your axes. All right. And Gex,
Yes.
you are underwater.
Okay.
You see the rabbit climb out of the water.
Okay. Do hydras speak Draconic?
You don't know?
Okay. I'm going to go like up to the edge where I can pop my head out.
Okay.
Hydra hopefully wouldn't see and yell something in Draconic along the lines of like, "Hey, what's going on, man?"
There is no response. The only
Hey,
response
Paso!
is it is going to attack. Do you rage?
Oh yeah, right away. And therefore, I am going to wild surge. And what gets to happen this time? Oh, I teleport up to 30 feet into an unoccupied space I can see.
Oh, goddamn.
Until my rage ends, I can use this effect again on each of my turns as a bonus action. Holy fuck!
So you can keep it from attacking you by moving away to where I'd have to close to attack.
Yes.
So it will only go your direction, doesn't get all the way to you. It saves its attacks defensively. Actually, no. Because it's got some reach with its heads.
Oh, no.
It jumps into the water. And then we'll notice there's people in the water, which is not great for the people in the water. So everybody in the water is going to get an attack from one of these heads.
Okay.
The only exception is Kimimzi, because she teleported away up top. I think in the water, I think a head is going to be wasted.
Something
it's fine.
Mimsy should keep in mind is your rage will end if you don't attack or you take damage. So, like, if you run away, your rage will just end.
I'm not running away. I just wanted to get some time to.
Right.
It wasn't intending to.
Well, I think he was under the impression
It was
he
a
gonna kite her around.
reposition.
Yeah.
Okay, but the other thing I said about you don't have to do this, but this does everything. I'm just wondering what the point of the teleport is.
It's just the thing that came out of the magic.
It's
Yeah.
Okay.
the wild surging
Yeah.
thing.
So-
So actually, so I would teleport closer to it, underneath it, so I could get underneath it without its heads hitting me.
Okay,
Oh, this
so
is-
I'm going to reduce the number of attacks I can make to 3. And actually, is that part of your... the rage. Okay, that's going to allow you climbed up, and then you rage that gives you a teleport. Okay, it's not going to give you an attack, though. So I'm going to, because of your positioning, 2 of the attacks are going to be wasted. What's your armor class?
16.
Wow, look at that.
Oh.
That is dog shit. So only one head hits you. And it does 10 points halved to 5.
Right.
So that turned out to be a very good move.
Yes.
And Gex,
Yes.
you still have an action. What do you want to do? Like, it does not respond.
It does not respond to me yelling.
No.
It's definitely clocked where I am at this point, right?
You're not sure, because it did
Okay.
not go in the water, so it's over there up somewhere.
I'm going to like swim. I guess that'll be my next. That'll use my other action, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna swim away from where I yelled from,
Okay.
and then try to like not like fully get out of the water, but like get out.
Okay. Gwyleth, you're up.
I'm going to get the fuck to land
Okay.
close to the door.
Okay. And around, you're up. And then Maddox.
Maddox is gonna panic a little. because Maddox isn't entirely sure what they can do. And in panicking is going to send inadvertently send an Eldritch Blast.
Love it.
Nice.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's just a D10,
Armor
right?
class is 15.
15 on the nose.
Nice.
And that's my... Oh, no, that's my... Okay, so 7.
All right. It is incredibly green. And Grundir,
Shades of green.
Yes.
it's big enough to fireball, buddy.
Yeah, can I aim high and just blow?
It's a big boy.
Awesome. Yeah, I will then.
Okie
Darn it, I've been
dokie.
waiting. None of that magic missile crap.
It's not straight rules, but when something is this big, I generally don't give it a dex save because how the fuck is it pulling that off? Like it's just nearly dodging.
if its entire body is inside the area of
Yeah,
effect, how can
no.
it possibly
So no, it fails its save automatically.
neat? Wow, I need 2 more 6-sided dice.
Thank goodness it's not a learning pyrohydra.
Thank you.
That's no good.
Or Hydra in a toilet.
Boom. Wow, that's
Speaking of gray
terrible. Well, the mugs are 6s, so that's
So you have a heart on you, my friend?
I do.
Oh, well, the hearts are 6s.
These are 6s, but
Get
it's
all
still
the ones
pretty
that
bad.
you choose.
I'll use the
ones
heart.
and twos.
Yeah.
Heart. Yay! So I'll reroll the 1s, 2s. I'll even roll a 3.
Go for
It's a
it.
3, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I'll keep these. That's a 5. All right, here we go. Better. So that's 12, 14, 16, 20, 32 fire damage. 32.
Nice.
That's a lot.
Yes.
All right. 32 is still intensely green.
Of course.
And Gamuzi.
Alright, I am going to. Rah! I'm going to hit it as much as I can. And because at the beginning of an attack that I can move. Let me see. Sorry.
You're underneath it right now, right?
That's awesome.
On each of my turns. Okay, so I'm gonna try and smack it twice and then teleport.
Armor class 15.
Okay. Oh no! I'm gonna teleport. Actually, you know what?
Use the thing. You have that.
Oh, good.
That's better. Is it 15?
Yes.
Ah, damn it. Okay, I hit once. I hit one.
Yeah, it's better than none.
Yeah. Oh, that's good too for 14.
All right.
Ancestors to me.
It's going to be still pretty damn green. And
And
so,
teleports.
so the thing to remember with teleport is, unless everybody's run away, you teleporting away means I will then choose someone else to attack.
Oh.
Right.
No, then I'm not going to do that.
Okay. And Gex, you're up.
Okay.
The rabbit is heroically holding off the Hydra.
The rabbit is doing a fantastic job.
We love her.
Is the exit like blocked by the Hydra right now, or can we?
No, not really.
Okay.
She's standing in a position to be able to scoot.
To scoot. Okay, cool.
But you're not sure how fast the thing moves.
Okay.
You don't know if you're going to be able to run away from it or not.
I'm going to turn and look at the rest of the people that are in the water still and be like, hey, we should leave. We don't have to fight this thing all the way to death. And then I'm going to
So I need a perception roll from Gex.
Okay.
How good is my perception?
That is a 12.
That's enough. So there is a passage big enough for it to move through. So it's not like trapped in here or anything.
Oh, it can leave too.
It can leave too. But also, further back, there is what appears to be a side chamber, which suggests the positioning of the thing is it's not guarding the tunnel, it's guarding the chamber.
Okay.
Oh.
Yo, I looked around a little bit more.
That was
There's a tunnel.
fast.
Update.
There's a tunnel. We should go there.
So do you want to try to circle around the direction of the other chamber?
Yes, I'm going to try to get into that smaller chamber that you talked about.
Okay, it's going to take you a round to get over that position.
Okay, sweet.
So, and
including dash. Is that?
That will get you into the side
Okay,
tunnel
sweet.
leading to the chamber, but not into it.
I'm cool with that.
So here comes 5 attacks on the bunny.
Oh, jeez.
And what was the bunny's armor class again?
16.
So that's going to be 1, 2, 3 hits. You take 13 divided by 2 is 7. And then 12 divided by 2 is 6. And then 9 divided by 2 is 5.
18.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Okay, cool.
I'm fine.
We did
Pretty
have the
chewy
long
bunny.
rest, so
Gwyleth, you're up. So you hear what he's saying, you see what he's saying. He's run around the other side to go the direction of that other chamber. And by the way, looking down the tunnel, which is the first thing you did, you do see sandy, there's dunes out there.
okay.
The air is also very warm.
So we do have a desert out there. Fabulous.
This definitely feels like another world. But you pass through the ethereal.
It's the beach episode.
Yes.
It totes is.
So what do you do?
Hang ten.
I'm going to.
It's a gadget.
How far away am I?
About 30 feet.
Okay. And I am going to. Yes. Healing word for a bonus action,
Huzzah!
which granted is not much. And
I'll
then
take
Sacred Flame at the Hydra to help further distract it from him in the side chamber.
Thank you.
And so what does healing word do for me?
1d4 plus 8.
You roll it or I roll it?
I rolls it.
Okay.
Maddox, what do you do?
Okay, so
Dang it.
people are bolting for cover. Seems
I'm
like
just
cover.
going for like the smaller chamber.
Some of them are heading for the chamber that it seems to be guarding. The others are fighting it.
I have a sinking feeling
11
about.
damage, by the way.
I'm sorry, what?
11 radiant
I have a
damage.
not great feeling about. Oh, go on. About a chamber that it might be guarding because that just sounds like smaller hydras, teenage hydras
Very
with wet
possible.
nappies and bad attitudes.
Sitting around making TikToks and
Yeah, like I don't know. So,
Happy.
if only I had that weapon. Okay, oh, I do. Hello. And so I'm gonna draw the cutlass. But I'm going to have another moment of that like panic and not really sure what I want to do, and that manifests as casting haste at Gleememsy.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
that's a good use of
That's awesome.
magic.
I'm faster!
That's great.
That's
And then,
Oh.
and then I'm gonna get
This
out of the
looked
water.
Was it like a treasure dome from Diablo?
I'm faster. Yay!
Yeah.
That sound. If you play Diablo 3, when you hear that, you're like, fuck whatever's going on, it's a treasure dome. And you just run off like an idiot. Yeah, I love that. I wish there was a way to replicate that in tabletop, because the result is always, plot world building, fucking treasure dome.
Well, you also run through areas with new monsters
Yep.
with no regard for
And you drop like cooldowns just to clear things so you can go beat up the damn treasure dome. Or Amber, whatever the fuck it is.
And I get out of the water and I start to make my way towards the out,
Okay.
whatever out is.
Right over there.
Yay! Oh, the
Maybe
exit
I'll taste it
signs.
on this.
Grundir.
I don't know if there's a mechanic that does it in the beyond. I think it doesn't just more or less give you another action every turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no special
Yeah.
beyond thing.
It might also increase your stats or some weird shit.
We're talking about haste.
Fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
Oh,
fireball
haste
trick
is
worked
fun
great.
things.
Yeah.
So your speed is doubled. You gain +2 to your AC. You have
Yeah.
advantage on dexterity saving throws. And you'll gain an additional action each turn,
Yeah. Oh,
That's
that is
pretty-
lovely.
Pretty powerful.
where you can attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Oh,
Yes.
You be faster.
I will.
You're already fast as balls,
I
man.
don't want to use another. Well, I can do a fourth level spot.
Mhm.
I'll throw a bigger fireball at it.
Nice.
I approve.
You're in this room too. I don't care. I said cast fireball.
I don't remember asking how much space I had. So this is doing 9 dice. That's 10, 23.
I was in a campaign where a new player cast fireball in a 10x10 wooden building.
Oh no.
33
The next day, we played a different campaign entirely with all the
33?
characters.
Okay, it is far less stridently green now.
Okay.
It's more of an orange. It's more. Sorry, it's
An orange green, it's puce.
More of a leafy.
yeah, it's puce. Yeah, no, it's nearing yellow. It's pretty torn up.
Okay.
Let's finish it.
All right. Next up, Gimimze.
Ha! I'm feeling very excited and full of energy. Let's finish this bitch.
Oh no.
Gotta kill the.
Red Bull.
You basically.
Oh yeah, I get 3 hits.
What's the cartoon where they give the squirrel energy drink
Oh,
and it goes
it's
to time?
over the hedge,
Yeah, it goes
and
fucking
everything
bananas.
slows down.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
That is Glee.
It is
right
I think
there.
that happened before that Quicksilver scene, didn't it?
Yup.
Yes.
Yeah, over the who wore it better?
40 points of damage.
hedge.
Ah!
Oh my god!
Holy
A 10, a 4, and an 8, and a +6 on each of them. That's 40 damage.
So it is now yellow, and it only has 4 heads.
Oh, sweet.
So in the process of all of that, one of the heads came off.
Nice.
All right. Well, that was effective. That was super effective. Dex, you're up. You want to go look what's in that side chamber?
Yes.
Okay.
That is my intention.
So, and she's right behind you. You see
Oh, sweet.
Yes, we are going to see the side chamber.
the room has like a stand like you'd put armor on,
Okay.
and except on it is a really kind of beautiful and glorious set of white and gold robes
Oh.
made of fine materials, and the arms of the dummy it's hanging from are kind of doing like this kind of shot. There's also a headdress on the top, and it's vaguely Egyptian looking and has a beak worked into it, and it comes down and trails like this. And leaning up against the wall is a staff, and it's an 8-foot staff with made of a strange white material you don't recognize. An emblem on the top looks like a circle containing a triangle with 3 vertical slashes.
Okay.
And it looks to be kind of a robing room.
So we're there together.
Yeah, she'll run in right after you.
Oh, okay, sweet. There's no enemies in here. It's just
No.
that. Okay.
Just that.
I'm going to very cautiously walk up to the staff first
Okay.
and just kind of get a closer look, see if it's.
It might be magic, and I'm basing that on the fact that it doesn't appear like worn. Like
Okay.
sometimes things that have magic, like they don't.
They don't age.
Yeah, and it's clean. Like, it's just, it looks.
It looks.
Do you touch it?
All right. I'm not going to be the one to touch it. I feel like that is not a good move.
So you turn and see her.
Be like,
Your round's not up yet because it's time for the remaining 4 heads to try to do their worst to the
there's some
rabbit.
religious stuff in here. I'm not sure what's going on.
I am rolling. I want visual witness. I'm rolling like dog shit.
Holy cow.
There's a 2 and a 3. I do get 2 hits, but it
My
is
armor class is
rolling.
now 18.
It The
Okay.
2 and the 3, it just wasn't gonna.
It's not hitting you.
Yeah, it's not
fully
doing
rip
well.
off
So there's a
D20 and get a box of Doom for Mike for the next one.
10 and 11, which is going to be a 5 and a 6. Are you okay?
Yeah.
All right, then we go to Willith.
I have 60 of 85, so.
Willith,
Zoom into side room. And
do you see what he sees? And he's kind of looking at the staff like, maybe taking a little sandpaper to his fingers of like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Just kind of like I'm thinking about kicking it when you come in. Basically, is what's where I am. I'm thinking about knocking it over to see what
does
happens.
this look even remotely familiar from any of the books that I've studied?
Nope.
That's what I was afraid of.
Hey, cool if I knock this over, see what happens.
Please don't.
Okay.
Oh God, I wish I had.
Do you have a good
identified-
reason, or like?
I thought you were a lizard, not a cat.
Because I don't. Just in case curses.
So that was definitely more than
Some-
6 seconds. Maddox,
We're gonna be in here having our own little conversation.
I know. I mean, a little bit in spurts. It's fine. Okay. I turn around and now that I figured out that I can do Eldritch Blast, I'm going to do that again. Query: how many bolts do I have?
bolts. Oh, every time you cast Eldritch.
How many blasts do I have? Because it does go up
2.
per level. I have dos. Excellent. Okay,
Yep, every time you do it.
I've figured out that I can do that, and it's cool. Okay, I'm going to attack it with Eldritch Blast.
Okie dokie.
22.
Hit damage.
Okay. And then that's 2, so 10.
Yeah, it's a D10 damage
And-
for that.
No, I know it was a 10 and a 9.
Woo!
Oh.
Sweetness.
And then I would like to chop at it if there's a
So you
little
wanna-
bit of it near me.
So it's over here, and you move towards the entrance. You have enough move
Okay.
to move in and fight. So do you move in and take a stab?
Yes. I've decided
it.
to be brave. Do it. All right. Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Proud of you.
Join
Do
me,
Do it. Do it.
Fred Bennett.
Who doesn't love Lucy? Oh, 21.
That's a hit and stuff.
All right, because it is +6 for the stupid cutlass, right?
Oh, you rolled the net 21?
I did. Oh no, I rolled a 15
Oh, okay.
plus
All right,
6.
cool.
Okay, and then D8 plus 3. D8 plus 3 is 10.
All right. A palpable hit. And Grundair.
I'm running low on fireballs. How does he look?
He's on the gnarly side of yellow.
I'm going to be edging my way towards wherever it is that these two chuckleheads went.
Right. This the inner chamber.
Yeah, and I'll whip a freebie at it. I'll get close enough to throw a fire bolt. Oh, 120 feet, no problem. And shoot that.
Plenty of real estate to throw firebolts at.
And I roll like garbage. 13's going to miss, so.
That is a miss. Get mimsy. I always want to say it like World of Warcraft. Like our Hearthstone.
Oh, I'm feeling very excited. Ah!
Go for 40 plus again.
Ah! What is the hit on this guy? 16?
14, I think it was.
Sorry, the yawn stopped me. Armor class 15?
Oh, okay, I got 2 hits.
It's almost like we're playing a 12-hour game.
I know, right?
Oh, not nearly as good, but ha! I have 18.
I remember 20 when I would not even been tired at this point. All right. Gex,
Yes.
do you kick the pole or...
No, I'm gonna go over to the robes and kind of filter through the pockets and see if there's anything.
There are no pockets.
There's no pockets.
No. Also, they're not really constructed to be traveling robes. It's more like a vestment. So you
Okay.
put it on over something.
This is
Gotcha.
very much of a priest thing.
Okay. Well,
And it looks like a high holiday presentation. Like it's the expensive, dramatic,
Oh yeah.
gotcha.
Please don't get cursed.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. This is not really my scene. I'm gonna go fight the Hydra
Have
while
fun.
you're kind of looking at the magic stuff. So, I walk back out.
All right, so I'm going to have one attack on Maddox, which
You're like the
hits with a
husband when you
natural,
go shopping. You're like, I'll do it.
I'm just gonna
natural 20 on Maddox.
Oh no.
Ow!
Here, they rolled the right dice. Let's roll the right dice, Jack.
Sorry, future
Let's
Maddox.
roll the wrong ones.
So I'm going to do 17 points from the big head.
Ow.
And then I got 3 attacks on Zabunny.
Zimbo.
Oh my god.
One hit.
Cider's not.
For 14 divided by half for your enrage is 7. So you're still up. My God. All right, then Gwyleth. Gex pokes around a little, shrugs, and leaves the room. What do you do?
There's nothing to steal in here that I
No.
can touch.
I will
so-
do my pokery then.
Okay.
Jiggery pokery.
Because, gosh darn it,
Jiggery.
I have religion trained. So I can at least try to figure out something about this deity from any carvings on the walls. and
It's
all
not
that
from
good
your
stuff.
plane. You have a 0 chance of knowing anything. Because, like, where would it be, you know? I mean, the white doesn't even tell you things. Like, just pointing to our own cultures, white is sometimes death.
It is.
White is sometimes purity and nobility. It, like, varies tremendously.
Is there anything on the walls? Like pictograms? Anything?
0.
Without context, too.
No context.
Nothing.
Over my shoulder. You should put him on.
Touch it.
I do not want to get cursed!
Maddox, go.
Pee on it.
Maddox, go. Okay. Oh, these boys so beefy. Hang on.
Colt, do we have a Shannon winning the wings?
He's not in the wings yet, but he has his code. I'll contact him.
Okay.
As soon
I'm going to hit it again. Yeah, I'm gonna hit it again with my cutlass,
All right.
and let's use the 19.
Hit. Damage. Did you roll a 19?
No, it is
Okay.
+6 to attack, right?
Yeah, right. But your special ability is with a 19. It's a crit.
Yeah, it's a
You didn't roll
19. No, I would
19.
let you know if I did that. So,
Coolio.
11 points of damage, and then I cast True Strike.
Well, generally you cast True Strike before
tag-
because that gives you
I
advantage.
tag it. Oh, does it? I thought it had to be for the next round. Hang on.
You have that special two-handed thing, so you could True Strike and attack.
Oh, okay. Then I'll do
Most
that.
characters can't do that. So this round,
Right.
go ahead and do the. You might as well Eldritch Blast for this round because you already did your
Okay.
hit.
Right.
And if it survives one more
Now
round,
I rolled
'cause
a 19.
you are tearing it up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. Great. So now I'm rolling 2 blasts. Wait, do I double each blast or do I double them? Like, do I roll it and then double that? I double each blast. Don't
What
I
are
have a
you
crit on a
doubling?
19? Alright.
Only for the sword.
Only for the sword. Okay.
So this is just
Eldritch
normal.
Blast is 9 total.
Okay. All
terrible
right.
Still 9.
All right, and then we
This
go.
is so much fun. I didn't know I could do this.
Grundir.
We did.
So you ran around.
Yeah.
If you want to, you can be in the room.
How is everybody looking? Like it's been biting her an awful lot.
Are you yellow?
No. No.
You're not at half.
Quite a brick.
No. I'm 53
A
living back.
brick.
That's yellow.
That's
What?
yellow? No, that's not one and a
No,
half.
half or lower.
Oh, I do the other way. So
Oh, like 75.
No, you're good.
25
You're good.
is Yellow.
you're good. No. Some people add the damage up. Some people take
Oh.
the total and damage down. I go down.
Right.
I wish you were doing, but my brain. Never mind. You're good. This is as good as you're getting after 8 hours of running. Warning.
I want to go in the other room then.
Okay. Yeah, she looks okay and moving crazy fast too. And you see Gwyleth basically staring perplexed at the items lying before you.
Did I miss something? It's just this this robe, or is there some?
There's a robe, there's a headpiece, and a
fancy
staff.
Oh, headpiece, staff of Ra.
Well, I don't.
Oh, put it in the right slot. We're gonna find out where the treasure is. Oh, different movie.
But but like you said, no other really features to the room than this outfit.
It's it. It looks like a little. It looks to you, because you knew what this is,
Yeah.
that whoever came to that mirror would come up in that pool, and then
And put on his.
there's a
outfit.
robing room. You don't think the Hydra would attack him, so it looks like it's
And you
protecting
don't
his
think
outfit.
the Hydra would wear the robe.
Yeah, it would look so good.
We've
though.
probably already
So
ruined
good,
it.
though.
But the ground here, are there any evidence of tracks? Like the floor, is it hard stone? Or
Make a survival check.
Good luck. 17.
Only one person has ever come here. They've come in and out more than once, certainly. It is a person wearing boots of. It's always definitely the same person. So only one person has ever been in this room.
But would I have any sense that they come
recently.
in, put in the outfit, and leave, or they come and put in the outfit and vanish?
That's hard to tell.
Yeah.
And also, some of the tracks have been obscured because it's a rope, so it would like kind of erase some
And
of
I
the
know I only have
tracks.
6 seconds here, but my last question would be, given how the water and everything is in the other room, can you leave this chamber and exit out into the desert without going through the water?
Yes, absolutely.
Just kind of skirting around
The
edge of
the
or
pool's in the middle of the room, and your party at various times has gone around that track,
something? Okay.
and then there's a passage out.
Well, I don't have the time to identify even without, and under the best of circumstances, it takes a full minute. So that's not an in combat kind of thing. But that's what I recommend before we
After
touch it or mess
combat,
with it.
then see if it's cursed.
Right. Although I do have to touch it to identify it. So, but anyway,
So I think that's easily 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Gimimsy. Do that thing you've been doing, because it's been a chainsaw.
I've been waiting for this. Oh, let's see what is this. I hit twice. Again. Oh, okay. So it is 18. Again.
Okay. So 18 for all the stuff you did this round?
Yeah.
Okay, it's looking very close to being red. Gex, you come out to help?
Yes. Just kind of casually walk out of the hallway, and I'm going to fire my crossbow twice.
Do it. Do
I
it.
like the real casualness.
Thank you.
Saunter, saunter.
That's a Wu-Tang 20 again.
Oh, damn.
So, should I
Dang.
roll damage for that first, or should I do my second attack?
Let's go ahead and roll damage for that.
1d6 plus 2. Oh, not great. 3 doubled, so 6.
All right.
And then second attack.
And you don't have any inspiration left to it, right?
I do have. Oh, can I use
Go.
You
inspiration?
reroll damage.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't he getting sneak attack damage for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause someone fighting it.
That's it. Thank you so
And you
much.
So go ahead and
twice as
reroll
many
it and make sure to roll your sneak attack, then double that
I
shit.
used my inspiration. So 1d6 and then
A
2d6. actually.
critical sneak attack is like the rogue's version of fireball.
It's a nuke.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a lot.
How much was sneak attack again? I should know this.
I think it was 4 extra dice 6.
Yes, 46.
Here. Let me know if you need more, because you're going to be rolling 8.
Oh, sweet. I think I have my nuke dice, so I have 8.
Awesome.
Grab your champions dice.
Oh god, this is a lot. 4, 6, 12, 15, 20 doubled?
40 then.
40?
Oh my god.
So you come.
This is just my first attack.
No, never mind.
Yep.
You're done.
Okay.
You come walking out casually.
Yeah.
Right.
Lift your crossbow, and you fire right into the thing's black heart, and its neck's shudder like a spider curling. And then it just falls with a thud.
We were taking too long.
Maddox
is what it
looks
was.
over
It
at
was like-
you. Maddox just turns and looks, and he's like, "Oh, that was incredibly sexy."
That's why you and me are best friends.
And with that, Maddox's eyes roll back. Maddox begins to jerk around and then drops to their knees.
Wow.
So
Introduce ourselves.
So we're gonna thank Tanya. Thank you.
Hey,
Always
Tanya.
great to see you.
Yay.
Anybody that watches live streams, we always are together on Savage Moon, which will also feature Emily tomorrow. That's tomorrow on Nat 21 Entertainment. And we're going to go away again to bring in another guest. So this is going to be a couple of quick minutes. Tabletop Tees.
Yes, tabletoptees.com.
And
They're so
and
good.
On
also,
the chat.
remember, we're raising money for the hospitals for the sick kids. So
Donate,
donate.
donate.
Please, oh my God, donate.
So we'll be back shortly.
See you in a few.